I'm going to say that one more time. Everything that settles at the bottom. We're no longer playing small. We're here to take everything that belongs to us. So if you're ready now to go to the next level, I want you to say me in the comments. Say me in the comments. Say I am in the comments. Let me see you affirm that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you are ready to take your life to the next level and that you actually care about some other people and you also want them to level up at the same time. Again, if you're here to hear the call in Spanish, I want you to make sure that you're going to the word more. Go to the word more, and you want to make sure that you are clicking on interpretation. Click on the globe and choose the language of your choice. Let's get started, you all. My name is Nina Moore, and I am what they call a RVP here with Superpatch. That doesn't mean anything to you. You probably don't even understand what it means. All I want to tell you is that it means that I'm here and I'm helping a whole lot of people. I'm helping a lot of people feel better. I am helping a lot of people get their dignity back. I am helping a lot of people change their quality of life. And I want to say to you that in 2008, I was sitting where many of you are sitting right now. I was sitting in a space where I remember having a lot more month than money, but I wanted to knock this opportunity that I was hearing, and I wanted to have a bougie attitude about the fact that I was broke and I was broken and I was struggling as I was going through a divorce. Lori Edwards, I had one son that was in college, I had one son that was in high school, and I had one daughter that was in elementary school, and I did not know how I was going to make ends meet. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Ends are never supposed to meet. I'm going to say that one more time. Ends are never supposed to meet. And because ends are never supposed to meet, I had to make a decision to do something different because what I was doing wasn't working. Some of you that are on this call right now, maybe you were voluntold to be on this call. Some of you that are on this call right now, maybe you have no idea why you're here. You just answered a text message that someone sent to you. Some of you that are on this call right now are ready for something different. You're sick and tired of me to products because I will tell you this. I've been in this industry for a long time. My husband and I are multiple seven-figure income earners, but I'm going to introduce you to some people this evening after we get started, some people that we've helped. Because you see, it's not just my husband and I that have had success. We've helped multiple people have success to the tune of six figures, to the tune of paying mortgages off early, to the tune of remodeling their homes. You see, sometimes we get on these calls and all we talk about is the product, the product, the product. And the product is amazing. We are one of one. If you're taking notes, I want you to write that down. We are one of one. This is not a me to product. We are one of one. And let me tell you something about this product that has a trademark on it. Let me tell you something about this product that has no ingredients. Let me tell you something about this product that is FDA registered. And I want you to write that down, right? FDA registered. There is not another patch on the market that is FDA registered. And so, although tonight we don't make any medical claims, tonight, we're going to share with you, we don't make any financial claims either. But what we are going to do is we're going to share with you some systems and strategies about this product because January of 2023, Super Patch launched. The only thing that Super Patch is missing is exposure. And that is why you are here right now. Now, I told you a little bit about myself. I'm really just a girl from the hood who had a baby at 15 with no college degree, with no university degree. I don't have any student loans, y'all, but what I do come from is the school of hard knocks. I have a PhD in Google research. And if I can find it, if it's findable, I will find it, right? What I have is a desire to never ever be broke another day of my life. And I found a way simply by sharing information with other people. I found a way that you could take a simple product with a back office, with a website that's already done for you. Could you get excited about a business that's already done for you? No web processing fees, no communications, no customer service, offices that you've got to discover or create for yourself. Could you get excited about a business that's done for you? Could you also get excited about a business that gives you the information and all of the marketing to post? Could you get excited? Well, tonight, you have a chance to change someone's life. So, again, you want to take the link that you've been given and you want to send that out to 5 people and get them on the call. See, it's not a chore when you get a chance to give someone a gift, and you're going to give them the gift of opportunity to position yourself to change the lives of so many other people. And I'm going to tell you, our phones are going off right now. I can see people in my inbox that missed the mark. They got the message late and they're trying to get on right now. And I'm telling you right now that what we have is so big. Type the word big in the comments. What we have is so big. It's never been done before. It's never been seen before. And I mark my words, by December 31st of 2025, Superpatch will be viral. I'm going to say that one more time. By December 31st of 2025, Superpatch will be viral. I'm not stuck. I'm not stalling. I want you to understand the importance of what I just said. Superpatch will be viral. All right, it will be viral. So I'm going to go ahead and share a little information with you so that we can get on with this presentation, because I need you to be informed. I'm not going to rush through this information, but I need you to be informed. And our CEO says himself that he's here to build something big, something generational that will transform the world. Anything else is a waste of time. Let me tell you why it's a waste of time. Because most companies, well, if you get a coffee, I'm going to get a coffee too. And if you get a tea, I'm going to get a tea too. And if you get a shake, I'm going to get a shake too. And most companies are duplicating products, you guys, putting private labels on the products and then undercutting with a few dollars. What about the fact that now we've got cutting edge technology, that we're the first to market a patch with no ingredients? Type no ingredients in the comments. We're the first with a momentum building product. This is not a race to the bottom like it is with most of the other companies, because with the other companies, they're trying to steal and snatch each other's customers because they've all got the same products. But what we know about Superpatch is that disruptive technology has always changed the world, and it always will. But when you solve the biggest problem, what we do is we create, Rick Dancer, the biggest opportunities, right? When we can solve the world's problems. So here's the deal. We've got what people need, not just what they want. And Lori Edwards, when you have a product, Tedra Gordon, that is a product that people need, guess what? Versus what they want, you're not the first to go when they're thinking about how they're going to budget their bills. When they understand that I feel better because of this patch, that I'm sleeping better because of this patch, that I'm walking better, that I'm walking stronger because of this patch, you're not the first to go in their budget. So if we got to solve big problems, we have to understand that the world has a really big global wellness problem. And as you're looking at this screen, what I want you to see is what is right there, smack dab in the center of the problems. Poor sleep. Over 6 billion people have poor sleep. Well, guess what? If someone's in pain, guess what they have? Poor sleep. Because most people that are in pain don't sleep well. Well, if someone's got mood issues, if they're going through the change of life, guess what they've got? Poor sleep. If they've got poor sleep, guess what they have? Low energy. If they've got poor sleep, guess what they have? High stress. If they've got poor sleep, they have high stress and mood issues. And we're trying to show you a way with no ingredients that we can help to fix this world's problem. But most of the world's solutions will also tell you to do what? Change your lifestyle, change your diet. You gotta exercise. You have to go to therapy. Well, go get surgery. Go ahead and lace up with caffeine. Well, you gotta just sleep more, get more drugs, get more over-the-counter products, and the list goes on and on and on and on. But how many of you would agree with me that if a person is in pain, they can't fathom the thought of exercise? Can I get a 7 in the comments for that one? If a person can't walk, how in the world can they fathom exercise? If a person is going through depression, how can they fathom wanting to go out of the house? Can I get a witness in the comments? Well, we're here to show you that there is a better way. But the world's way, these are the risks with their solutions. You know, the world's way: time commitment, hard to use, safety, side effects. You can't even take them through TSA, right? Contraindications. People are worried that if they take one thing, that perhaps they might grow an ear out of their elbow. They're afraid of all of the things that they've got going on in their life. They're afraid of overdosage. How many of you know that they're afraid that other people in their homes will get a hold of those medications and that something could go wrong? There's lots of challenges and risks that come with the world's current solutions. But here's what we know people really want. And how do we know that this is what people really want? Because our CEO, well, he did a survey. And in his survey of real people, type real people in the comments, because we're going to keep this energy all the way up. In the world of real people, this is what real people said. And what I want you to do is I want to know what's most important to you. Put that in the comments and let us know, out of everything that you see on screen, what is most important to you? Would it be that it's 100% drug free? Would it be that there's no lifestyle change required? Would it be that it's affordable, child safe, quick and effective for most people, right? Side effect free, easy to use with no contraindications? What is most important to you? I'm not going to rush that. I want you to take time and I want you to put it in the comments and go ahead and write it in your notes and let us know what's most important to you. Well, guess what I realized? That everything that was important to me, Tedra, hadn't existed. It hadn't been invented yet until I found Superpatch. See, because what we realized is that in order for us to have all of those things that we say we wanted, that it is time for a breakthrough. It is really time for a new approach. And so I want to show you 13 of the patches that we currently have. Well, actually, this is 14 because one of them is getting ready to hit the market again in a few weeks, right? We heard a little birdie told us today that in a few weeks, some things are getting ready to hit the market. And I want to talk to you a little bit about these patches. We've got the Liberty Patch. We've got the Victory Patch, Freedom Patch, Rim, Kick It, Ignite, Defend, Peace, Joy, Focus, Lumi, Rocket, a Boost, and Flow. But what I want to do before I talk about these patches is we're going to play a short 5-minute video. And the reason why we play this video, instead of trying to explain it to you, we play the video so that we can show you that we don't have to be the smartest tool, the sharpest knife in the drawer, or the tool in the box, right? We want to show you that if you can press play, that you can show people this short video and that you too can have success. Give me 1 second so I can pull this video up properly so that you can see it. Here we go. And this just goes to show you that you don't have to be 100% tech savvy, but you can win here. Let's take a look at this video. This is not the time to check out. This is the time to be actively listening, and you may want to take notes while watching this video.
On average, it covers about 21 square feet. Bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, The Superpatch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secrets of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Superpatch Company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Superpatch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs in our mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. But these networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like illness, stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, the Superpatch Company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each Superpatch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the U.S. economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Superpatch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Superpatch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free. No ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active, It's even better to be proactive. The Superpatch, backed by research, proven by science.
I promise you that every single time I watch that video, I get all the more excited. And that may not mean anything to you, but as a person who has already earned multiple seven figures with products that I had to try to convince people, right? I had to convince them to use them, products that after using supplements for a while, what happens is our body gets immune to them. And I already told you now that we're not settling for subpar anymore. We've already used subpar supplements in the past. We've already used systems that didn't work before because we were chasing the next high or chasing the next thing. But what about a product now that is consistent in every country? What about a product that you can take into all of the, we're in 32 countries, soon to be 34, with Mexico and Colombia launching any day now. Literally, we talked to Jay today. It's literally any day now with logistics on Mexico's side. It is not Superpatch. It's not the holdup. Mexico is launching any day now. And what we love is that our CEO does things ethically with integrity because he wants to make sure that this is not a company that goes anywhere. You will never change your life until you change something that you do daily because the secret of our success is found in our daily routine. And that's a quote from John C. Maxwell that I love, that if we don't change what we're doing, the way that we approach our wellness, I want you to know that this is the future of wellness. And the future is now. I want y'all to type that in the comments. The future is now. And so what I want to do is I'm going to bring up one of our testimonies right now. I'm going to bring up one of our testimonies right now. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to talk to you about the super patches and tell you about each one of them. But I think it's important for you to understand that there are people who have earned income with Paul and myself before in the past. There are people that have earned income with these systems and strategies that we use. There are people that are earning income. This is not just we're sticking patches on people, but there are actually people that are making money and earning income. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and head on up to Philadelphia. And I'm going to bring onto the line my brother, Sean Tyrone Bell, who works a full-time job. And I'm going to let him tell you, and we don't make any financial claims. This is his testimony. Did he do the work? Absolutely, he did. Is it possible that it can happen? Absolutely, it can. It is possible because Sean Tyrone Bell works a full-time job. Sean Bell. We can't hear you, Sean.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What's going on, my brother?
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Anita Bushamore, for the opportunity to be on this call on tonight. Listen, everybody, listen, welcome. All right, I'm so excited that you're here on this call because listen, I'm gonna be very short. All right, but back in 2017 is when I said yes after saying no. All right, I'm just gonna leave it right there. She can tell you more. But after I missed a big opportunity, all right, the first time. But in 2017, she came back and I said yes. Listen, sometimes, life just happens and you get a mind change and listen. So I stepped on in. Now, mind you, I was working a full-time job. I was good. I was working for the airline. I have been with the airline for, 15 plus years now to the point where now, I actually have the opportunity to retire. So really, I'm actually just working now because I want to. But when I tell you this opportunity right here, partnered with Nina Rochelle Moore and Paul Moore, is the best thing that I could have did. And I'm telling y'all, I had said no in the beginning. I really did. Because I was like, I didn't want to do those things with those people. I was one of the people that said that. But when I tell you moving ahead, fast forward to 2015, and I do this part-time. And with the help of Nina Rochelle Moore, Paul Moore, my team, listen, I was able to make six figures, multiple six figures now
Extra.
in
You
this
got to put the
industry.
word extra in front of that. Extra.
Oh,
It,
yes, I was
extra.
going to say that, an extra, because listen, I have not retired from my job yet. So I am still working. I'm still working this business. When I tell you, I absolutely love this. And when I just told you this was something that I did not want to do. I had told her no. I said, no, I am not doing that. But when I got in and I said, oh, this is what you can do. You know, just following the leader and being consistent and helping people. I'm a deacon. So my job title is I'm a servant. So I love to help people. I'm very social. I love to be out. So why not? So now, you know, even now I'm making money, but on the flip side of it, I'm helping a whole lot of people. And honestly, that's more important than the money. Because the thing is, I didn't even realize I was even making six figures. It was one year Nina said, oh, you know, you made a hundred thousand extra. I said, oh, did I?
In your
And it was in the back
1099.
office.
Documented. Documented in your 1099.
And I'm just here to tell everybody, you know, just listen, it's possible. I mean, you need to put in the chat. It's possible
It's
because
possible.
it is. You're looking at somebody that works a full-time job. That is a caretaker. I just lost my mother last year. I was her caretaker. Now I'm the caretaker for my dad. I work in ministry. Actually, I'm at a recording choir rehearsal right now, but I didn't want to miss the call. Come on, somebody. I didn't want to miss the call because I was asked to be on here. So I wanted to keep my commitment. So I'm just here to tell y'all it's possible. Just follow the leader. Listen, when I tell y'all, you have the greatest leader. We have the greatest leader in front of you right now. So just stay consistent and follow the leader. Thank you, Miss Nita
Thank
Rochelle
you
Moore,
so
for this
much.
opportunity. And thank everybody on this call and welcome to Superpatch.
Thank
Back to
you so
you.
much. Thank you. Y'all, I didn't pay him to say all those kind of things. I didn't. But when you're excited about what's happening and when you know that you're able to help other people, that is why we do what we do. The only people that won't join right now, join us in Super Patch, is people that really just don't care about other people. Because if you care about other people, what you see, you can't unsee. And what you hear, you can't unhear. And then what you can't unknow it. You can't know that you can help somebody else and you don't want to help them. You can't know that you are the answer to someone's problem. You can't know you're the solution and not want to help somebody. Because our mindset is either going to be our millionaire mentor or our poverty partner. I'm going to say that again. Our mindset is either going to be our millionaire mentor or our poverty partner. So, what I want to do is let's go and we're going to talk a little bit about these patches. And I've got a few more testimonies for you so that you'll begin to understand that, yes, it's a simple system. And now in Super Patch, with a business built for you, literally all the marketing, all the materials is in a little link called the Boards app and a little link called the Linktree link. We have a group chat in Telegram where we give you all the videos that we're posting. There's no way you can lose. Well, the Liberty Patch, the Freedom Patch, and the Victory Patch. Those are our three foundational patches. Liberty and Victory are very similar. They both, you can do the stability test with both of those patches. Both of them are for stability, mobility, strength, stamina. All right. Those are the ones for balance, strength, mobility, stability, stamina. Victory also gives great recovery, while liberty is going to give you homeostasis. What does that mean? It puts your body in total balance. So when a person is feeling a little off, right, it puts their body in total balance. There are people that don't even know that their body is a little off. Now, victory does all of the same things, but also helps with neuropathy. All right. It is great for people who are athletic, who walk or exercise. If you're preaching, it is great because it is great for recovery. All right. That is the difference between liberty and victory. But then you've got freedom. And when you add the freedom in there, freedom helps you with pain and inflammation. All right. I want you to write that down. Pain and inflammation. If you really got chronic pain, we like to add the peace patch. I like to call peace the peace that passes all understanding. We add the peace patch to multiple variations of our patches. And yes, you can wear all the patches if you want to at one time. And the little birdie said that Jay has already announced that he has some different design happening with our patches, right? He's already announced it. He didn't tell everybody when. Just know that he knows it's coming, all right? To make them more breathable for us, more wearable for us, a little smaller with the same value, all right? Nothing is changing about the patches having no ingredients. Then you've got the REM patch. REM is for sleep. REM needs to be worn a few days to get your body going because remember, as you watch the video, this is a neuro signal to your brain. This is not a supplement that you're putting into your body that's a quick fix or a band-aid to a problem. Supplements are a quick fix or a band-aid to the problem. Medicines are a big, quick fix or a band-aid to the problem. It is not healing you. It is not a solution. But REM puts your body into that third realm of sleep. We love to pair the REM with guess what patch? The peace patch. All right. And then you take that REM patch off in the morning. It is the only patch that you're going to wear for 12 hours only. I would also suggest probably the boost patch that you wear that through the day and you wear that and you take that one off at night so that your body comes all the way down. All right. Kick It and Ignite are a great cousin pair, but I also like to add the peace patch to that. All right. We call that our metabolism booster. Kick It is going to help you to break those bad habits. But even if you don't need to rev that metabolism up, Kick It is going to help. Maybe you've got a nail biting habit. Maybe you're a procrastinating habit. Maybe you're a doubting habit. Maybe you got a caffeine habit or a nicotine habit or whatever the habit may be. You need to continue to wear these patches because what happens is you continue to get stronger over time. When you pair Kick It with Ignite, Ignite burns up to 500 calories at a resting state, meaning you don't even have to be exercising for that patch to work. However, everybody say, however, if you use the Ignite patch with Victory and you are doing some physical movement and or exercising, you will burn even more calories. All right, our Defend patch, which I have right here. Defend is our immunity booster, helps with blood flow and circulation, and with your allergies. Everybody needs the Defend patch. I already told you what the peace patch is. Joy, I think you can kind of figure that out. That's our happy patch. Focus, I think you can kind of figure that out. I like to put peace and focus together. And if you've got a testimony about peace and focus or any of the patches, I want you to put your testimonies in the comments now. Lumi is our glow patch. It's going to help you with those fine lines, those wrinkles, those blemishes on your skin. Lumi is that you can throw away your collagen and just use the Lumi patch every single day. Rocket patch is to ignite the bedroom. That is your bedroom buddy. And I would pair the boost patch with the rocket, and then you're going to need the REM patch to put your thumb in your mouth and go to sleep. All right. We want to tell you how to use that patch depending on your age, right? But no stimulants. You don't have to worry about this messing with your heart. The rocket patch is going to ignite the spark back in the bedroom. Boost is for energy, and flow is for memory and cognitive balance. I'm going to say it again, memory and cognitive balance. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and stop this screen share. And I told you that I had some more testimonies for you. Unbelievable testimonies. We're going to go over to South Carolina and we're going to ask Miss Sally Isaac to come onto the line because she's got something to share with you. You know, she made a statement about what happened to her since she's been here with us in Superpatch. And also she's given us some insight on great testimonies of how the products are actually helping her husband. And you can maybe talk about what he was weighing before he started the patch, not that other part, not the private part, but you know what I'm saying, right? Sally, can you unmute, please? Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you? Well, I told everybody you're from South Carolina. Sally Isaac, what's going on in your world?
Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Thank you, Miss Moore, for letting me share. So I've started network marketing like over 10 years ago, but I met Miss Moore back in 2020 after I found out I was pregnant. And then after that, the Lord told me to leave, so I retired. So then I became a stay-at-home mom. And then when I tell y'all, when I started following Miss Moore and got on her team and got under her leadership, that's when I started making money in the company, in the industry. Then fast forward to Superpatch. And I was like, oh, Miss Moore, I got my first comma check. Because if you've been in network marketing, you know you don't
Right.
always get a comma check in a company. And this was my first company that I received a comma check in. And then the thing about it, it came effortlessly. It's like all you had to do was go patch the people, and then next thing you know, the money's showing up in your back office because you helping people something that we supposed to be doing anyway. It just came effortlessly. Like the business partners came, the customers came. It just came very easily. And then Miss Moore talked about my husband. My husband, I'm not gonna say what the doctors say, but they said there's issues with his with his heart and with his kidneys, and his legs began to swell. So I was like, okay. I saw somebody say that they put these patches on their legs, so I'm gonna put them on his legs because he was retaining fluid. So I put the Defend on his back, and then I put the Liberty on one ankle, and I put the Freedom on the other ankle. And then he go to work 12 hours. And when I tell y'all, his legs went back to normal. Now, this is the thing. When he went to the doctor, he ended up gaining weight because of the fluid. So he was like 305. And then like not even a week later, y'all, he was down to 288. Y'all hear me? 288. And that was the Liberty patch, the Freedom patch, and the Defend because the fluid that was starting to come around his heart was giving him a cough. And
Mm.
because of the blood flow of the Defend patch, it started releasing all that, and he no longer had that cough anymore. And when I tell you, I'm looking at his ankles now, and they have not retained fluid since then. And that happened not even 2 weeks ago that this happened. Thank y'all for letting me share, Miss Moore. I
Wait,
give
wait,
it back.
wait. No, you can't just say that and think we just gonna like everybody on here with I can see everybody's mouth is dropped, like dropped open. I just decided to kind of go through some of the pictures and thank you all for messaging me about Melissa. I turned her camera off, okay? Like their mouths are dropped open. Like, okay, let's go back a little bit because you said your husband was three what?
305.
And then within a week or two, he's down to
No.
288. Within 1 week, he
Yeah,
was
the
down to 288. So his body was retaining fluid. You put the patches on his legs. Even Dr. Bramwell is sitting over there like this. This is, see, this. And so, I needed to bring you on because we don't make any financial claims. We don't make any, but when you told the team that this was the most money that you have ever made in network marketing, that you saw a comma check, but even bigger than that, when I was able to visit with you in South Carolina to come and
Mhm.
do your party, and you told me that story. And I mean, you've got some other testimonies that are a little private in
Right,
nature, but what we're watching this do for you is far beyond just money.
right.
It's
Hmm.
it's saving his life
It really is. It really is.
and lighting your marriage alive again.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so happy for you. And
Thank-
can you just at least tell everybody that you didn't say yes right away? Would you like to talk about that and how you almost missed the timing? You want to talk about that before you get off of here and I bring up the
I
next
can talk about
testimony?
that. Okay, so now anywhere Miss Moore go, I'm like, okay, I'm there. I'm coming. Then when she brought the patches, I was like, because this was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna look at the video. And I got on the video and I was like, what is this man talking about? And I was like, yeah, Miss Moore, I'm gonna be a customer. Do, 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 do.
That's what you said. That's what you
And
said.
then I started seeing the testimonies, and I was like, okay. I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna just try the patches. And then when I did, I ended up signing up as a business partner. And that was like a month later. So I didn't even jump in as soon as everybody else got in. I came in a month later and then I ended up signing this business partner. And I'm like, oh, she working.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me get to work too because I can't have her working and I ain't working. Let me go get to work. And then our team ended up getting this first comma check.
I love it. Thank you so much. I
You're
am
so
so
welcome.
happy for you because when you see people in the industry and they're constantly believing that it's going to work and then they just don't catch their lick, I just believe that this is going to be life changing for you and your family. It already is as far as your husband's health is concerned. Your marriage is being enlightened. And now financially, this is now, and I mean, I've noticed a big difference in you. You're willing to drive anywhere now to go help somebody, put a
Right.
patch on
I'm a
somebody,
patch
right? You getting
I
up
done
on
did
that
it in the
road.
rain. I done did
Right,
it. We're the
right.
patch.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
All right. We got one more testimony for you, you all. And I'm going to go back up to Philadelphia with a person who has been my friend for a very long time. This young lady and I have known each other since I don't know, our kids were little. I've seen her go through a lot of ups and downs in life. She's seen me go through a lot of ups and downs in life. And she also told me no in the very beginning of Super Patch. But I want you to tell everybody what is this industry done for you, and then why did you finally say yes to Super Patch?
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Marguerite Boyd Faison. And as Mrs. Morris said, I live in the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And let me tell you before I get started, I have to give it back to her because even when people say no to her, she knows it does not mean no. It means not right now. And so she may put you on her calendar for 2 weeks. She may put you on her calendar for 30 days, but I guarantee you that she's going to follow up with you and that you will eventually say yes. So hello, everybody. I have been a part of this industry for 31 years. And it has been a joy. Now, I've made a little bit of money. I've made a lot of money. I've gone up and I've gone down. But I was thinking about it today. For 20 of those years, I was flying by the seat of my pants. No structure, no system, just getting out there and selling the product, not even thinking about what it was doing to other people or what it was doing to me. I just wanted to make the money. But, listening to Mrs. Moore, who has been my friend even before she was my business partner, when she became serious about this business in 2014, it was right around the time where I received some devastating news. See, my mother was diagnosed with dementia. I'm an only child, and so you probably know what that experience was like. And then subsequently, that same year, my son was diagnosed being on the autism spectrum. And then to make matters even more interesting, my husband was diagnosed with end stage renal disease. And so he was chronically ill. So I was looking for a healthy distraction, something that was going to keep me moving instead of being balled up with my thumb in my mouth, being stressed out about all the things that they absolutely needed. But under the leadership of Mr. Paul and Mrs. Nina Morer and the Dream Team community. And I don't want to leave that out because a lot of people jump into this industry and don't look at the community, who they can help, but who you can glean from also. Under the leadership and the teaming up with the Dream Team community, I was able to pay off my 30-year mortgage 6 years early. That may not be a big deal to you,
No, light
but
the
I
chat
tell
up,
you,
everybody. No, that's a big darn
that's a
deal.
big
Light
darn
the chat
deal.
up. That's right. That's right.
30-year mortgage in 6 years early. And then I was able to do a full renovation. Every single room of my house has been renovated because of the income I earned from network marketing. As a matter of fact, my husband didn't even know how much money I earned. I only told him because Mrs. Moore told me I had to tell him because he mentioned, because he was so ill, he mentioned that he wanted to pay the mortgage off because he didn't want to leave me with that bill. And she was like, you got to tell him how much money you made from network marketing. But I'm going to tell you what, we have gone through a lot of companies together, but this one right here, I was a little slow to get on board. But once I did, let me tell you how I got on board. There were people coming to me and saying, "Are you doing that? Are you doing that patch thing? You got those patches?" And I was like, "No." They were like, "Well, what you waiting on?" That's how, after she had followed up with me, other people were coming to me in my area. So I became a part of the team. And in less than 90 days, and I didn't even tell Mrs. Moore this, in less than 90 days, I earned enough money retailing that an hour ago, I purchased an all inclusive 6 day trip to Aruba, and I leave on December the 6th. So, see, I can't unsee what I see, and I know how to apply my money to do what I need to do. And so I just took the money from my retail, and right before this call, I booked me a trip, all inclusive, to Aruba, leaving in December. Thank you for letting me share, Mrs. Mora, and back to you.
That is phenomenal. Thank you so much. Listen, I can't make this up, y'all. Beyond the testimonies, beyond what you keep hearing, behind what you're seeing on all over social media, I can't make this up. And when you have doctors on board, like we have Dr. Nicole Bramwell, who I'm going to unmute and we're going to talk a little bit about how to go ahead and get started. But Dr. Nicole Bramwell is a very integral part of our team. And there's never a time when she's on a call that I'm not going to call on her to speak unless we're just totally out of time, right? Dr. Bramwell, you are my friend, and you were ready to do this before I was because your doctor brain, the science brain, right, kicked in and you saw something that I didn't see. I didn't see it until you, some other, people in the medical field said, Nina, no, this is what we need to be doing right now. And then along with a lot of the testimonies that we began to get off the grid, we were testing the product off the grid. Dr. Bramwell, I mean, you just heard Sally's testimony about her husband. We just keep getting the testimonies pouring in, pouring in, pouring in. I need you to kind of just talk about why that this is important to you, why you said yes. But I do want you to talk realistically about the fact that people need to give these patches time to work. So can you talk about that a little bit before we finish the call?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, totally excited about this. Yes, I was like, where's the link? Where is the link? And she didn't have a link yet. But yeah, the science, the technology, just works because this is how our bodies work. This is phenomenal. This is the reason why I became a doctor, to be able to be that vessel to heal. And that's what we're doing with these patches. So, but we got to give them time because your brain, things have been gotten out of balance over time. It didn't happen overnight. It's been happening year after year, month after month. Changes, you're out of balance. And then you think that that's normal for you. And that's how come you don't recognize it. And then when you put on the patches, you think that, yes, some people do have some immediate responses. And definitely our stability test, hands down, 100% immediate response, which is amazing. But other things like pain, like other chronic things that are going on, there are lots of factors that go into them. It's not just that particular thing. It's how you think about that thing, how you've coped with it, how you've coped with your pain, how you learn to cope with pain, how you've treated your pain, what you've used to try and get rid of your pain. All of those things have changed how your brain was functioning. And so we need to give that code that your brain is now decoding to correct the problem. We need to give it time to keep doing it. But guess what? Each day that you put on the patches, you're not starting over. You're starting from the new place, and then the next new place, and then the next new place. And before you know it, you're actually feeling better. It's individual too. We all know pain is very individual. It's very subjective. So your pain, I could have it in the same exact place. I could have had it for the same exact amount of time, but how I respond to the patches and the time may be different from you because we're different in other ways addressing that pain. So, and it's not just pain, it's everything. Your mood too. You know, maybe you put on the joy patch, maybe you don't get elated the same as someone else. Me, I felt like I was kind of I had to take that I had to kind of blend it with peace. That was kind of out of my personality. Like, wait a minute. So, you know, that's going to be different, and whatever circumstance has led to you being sad or what have you, it may take some time. Maybe you've been on medication, so now your body needs to correct whatever the medication has done, how it's affected your brain, because a lot of people complain about being dulled and mental fog and different things, just dragging, decreased energy. So now we're trying to correct all of those things, but your brain needs time to keep doing that decoding to make you better. But guess what? You are getting better even if you don't feel it yet. Even if you don't sense it in a big way, you're getting better, because I guarantee you, just like you touch that hot stove and your brain tells you to yank your hand off of that stove, that patch is on there communicating with your nerves to your brain saying, correct that problem, correct that problem. And it's a continuum. Without your effort, at your subconscious level, you don't even have to think about it. So yeah, you don't have to do a behavioral change, because guess what? Your brain is being retrained, rewired to do that change for you, and it's going to be so much easier. And I'm so glad I can offer that to people now trying to lose weight and what have you. That's such a fight. You know, you're like you said, if you're in pain, if you've been dealing with this, you know personally that journey, and now you're trying to tell somebody now you got to change everything that you've been doing. Well, that's going to overwhelm pretty much almost everyone, and they'll shut down and pretty much get paralyzed. So now that I can offer this, this is like amazing for me with my healthy curve. So I'm excited about this. As you know, as you can see, very, very excited. And I'm very excited for what's coming, because Jay's brain too is continuing to go, go, go. And he has things in the horizon for us. And we're going to be able to help millions, billions, billions, billions of people without adding medication, without adding ingredients. And that, at the end of the day, is what we want to do. So back to you, Mrs. Moore.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much.
very much. Y'all light the chat up for Dr. Bramwell. Okay, so literally today, you guys, Jay said, if you think what we've got now is good, wait until we all see what's coming. That is what our CEO said today. And for those of you that are new to this call, you're hearing this information for the first time, I want you to know that our CEO started this company and created that Liberty Patch for his mother who was diagnosed with MS. All right. She wears the patches. His father wears the patches. His father actually walks the neighborhood and gets lots of customers for the patches because he's walking around the neighborhood telling everybody about these patches. So we have a CEO who cares. Our company, you guys, we have something called a co-op marketing program. And for those of you who may not understand what that is, all I'm going to tell you is this. We have a chance to purchase what's called CapEx tokens, where we purchase these tokens and we're investing in the marketing basically for shares of customers that come into the company that come by way of the company's marketing. All right, right now we're marketing in Times Square. But did you guys hear the little birdie that said that we're getting ready to go live on television with commercials? So, in order for you to be able to purchase CapEx programs, you must be on a smart chip. And I am telling you, along with Dr. Bramwell, along with Dr. Dunn, along with Tedra Gordon, who's our certified health coach, we were on a leadership call today. If you are not on smart chip, I am begging you, not because of me, it is for you that you need to get on smart chip now. Do it now. If you are not running a smart chip, get on smart chip now. And I'm going to tell you why. Because there are going to be some advantages given to people that are on smart chip that other people won't have. And he told us what it is today. Tedra Gordon, you will confirm what I'm saying in the comments. Dr. Tamara Dunn, you will confirm what I'm saying in the comments. If you do not get on smart chip, I am telling you right now, you're going to be very sorry. You will not be able to get on smart chip next month and take access to what he's doing. So you get on smart chip now for what's coming next month, along with special promos and pricing and all kinds of things that happen for people that are on SmartShip. Then being on SmartShip, you get an opportunity, and you got to be on SmartShip for 2 months before you get an opportunity to partner with the CapX program. You have to get on SmartShip so that you get a chance to buy into that. And what that does is it puts volume in your organization. So you're going to know that you can wear each patch for 24 hours. You can wear them all together. As a matter of fact, we suggest that you wear them together. But you need to understand that when you're looking at a company, these are the things that you should be looking for. Right here, these are the things. You need to understand that our CEO already spent 15 years doing research and development for you and $25 million of his own money to make this the best possible product. Now what? It is time for us to make it the best known. It's time for us to go talk to all the therapists. It's time for us to talk to all of the people laying in the hospital beds. It's time for us to talk to all of the people that are on multiple medications. It's time for us. Now, how do you get started? And before you close your brain or shut down off of this call and you think that this is the only way to get started, don't do it, because I got something special for y'all that stay to the end. Don't get off this Zoom. This is the best pack that we have to get started with. And I'm going to tell you why. It's customizable. So that means you can get 40 packs of patches. This is actually a $3,000 value for $12.99. And you get to choose the 40 packs of patches that you want. But we do suggest, we have a printout where we do suggest the patches that you should get so that you start with a great amount of multiple patches. You're able to get all of the patches. The only one that is not available right now is Flow, but it will be available in a few weeks. We do have other packages. And for those of you, should I tell them right now, Marguerite? Should I tell them right now, Sally? Should I go ahead and give up what I was gonna save to the end of the call, Dr. Bramwell? Maybe I should tell them, right? I don't know. I don't know. If y'all want me to tell you, let me see some flames in the chat, because we've got other packages. And for anybody that gets started tonight with a $6.99 or above package, there's a $6.99, there's a $9.99, there's a $12.99, there's a $19.99 package, right? For anyone that gets started, we can even show you how to use flex pay options, split pay options, not through our back office, but if you have an account or will set up an account, we have people that will even show you how to utilize Klarna, ZipPay, Sezzle, Affirm Afterpay, right? All you're going to use is the virtual card and you can get started, because Saturday morning, what I'm going to do for everyone that gets started, September the 1st is coming up, but on Saturday morning, for anyone that gets started tonight at $6.99 or higher, I'm going to get you started Saturday morning. I'm going to give you the private Zoom link, and only you and some of our leaders will be on there. And if you want to invite some of your dearest prospects, we're going to get you started. We're going to get you onboarded on that Zoom. It is for the people who get started tonight at $6.99 or higher. Let me tell you something. You don't just get products when you partner with us. We're going to give you the pathway to success. And this is what our billboards look like in New York Times Square. We also have an app through our I Decide app. You guys, we've already sold millions and millions of dollars worth of patches. Then I want you to see some of the people that are utilizing our patches. See, we don't have to convince anybody, Dr. Bramwell. And Dr. Bramwell, you can even put this in the chat, because you already know the doctors that these teams have won't allow them to use anything that they believe is going to alter the makeup of their way that they play or the makeup of their body. So the fact that the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, championship leagues, NHL, NCAA are wearing the patches, when somebody that's not of this caliber, Marguerite, says that they don't want to wear my patches, I don't care, because people of this caliber are using our products. Then our brand advocates, right, that are all over social media. These are big brand advocates. You can screenshot that. I am here to tell you that we've done all the research. You heard it all. You're the Nobel Prize winners that are now sharing this technology and more to come. We're already in 32 countries, and I am telling you, Mexico, hold on. Just hold on because you will be the first. If you're worried about who's already started and who hasn't started and who started before you, I'm here to tell you that there's millions of people in Mexico. There's millions of people in the world. There's millions and billions of people in the United States. But I'm also here to tell you that along with a ready-made business, along with a website, a back office, you get me. You get me, a multiple seven-figure income earner who knows how to do this. And as you've seen, those are just three of the people that I've helped earn extra income. We've got so many that are on here that will tell you that this is the ride of their lives, right? But when you get someone who has not only done it once, I've not only gone to the top twice, I've not only gone to the top 3 times, everything I've touched turns to gold. I'm not saying that to brag on myself, but I'm saying that to brag on myself. All right, that I am telling you that we have a ready-made business formula for you. You're going to get access to our boards app. You're going to get access to our link tree, and anyone that gets started tonight will be on Zoom with me Saturday morning, and we're going to get you launched. We're going to go through the onboarding video. We're going to show you how to step through that. Some of the leaders will be on there showing you our information, but you have to get started tonight. So for you all that are in Mexico, we thank you for joining us. And I'm telling you, don't you go nowhere. You hold on because you're going to be the first to do something so major. And to those of you that are here now in the United States of America and all around the world, in the UK and Canada and all of the other places, I'm telling you right now, get started now. You cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. Transformation requires relocation, mentally, emotionally, and sometimes physically. And if what you're doing is not working, fix it. Fix it. Because I will tell you this, Superpatch will be viral by December the 31st, 2025. The question is, will you be a part of its virality? Will you be a part of helping other people live a quality of life? Will you be a part of this movement, this mission to patch 1 million people? 1 million people. I'm not stuck. I am here to tell you right now that we're not begging you to join us because technically we've got a lot of people that are already on the team. What we're doing is we're begging you to not miss this opportunity. And when opportunities of a lifetime roll around because they don't come around often, it is your job now to seize the opportunity in the season of its lifetime. My name is Nina Moore and I approve this message. And I want to say thank you to all of our, testimonies, Sally Isaac, Sean Bell, Marguerite Faison, and then, of course, our revered Dr. Nicole Bramwell. This is your time now to run back to the person that invited you to this call. And I don't apologize for taking the time that I took. I wanted you to really understand what you have in your hands, and you have a gift. A gift. All we're missing is you. So get back to the person that invited you here, get their link, and pick a pack. $19.99, $12.99, $9.99, $6.99. Now, here's the reason why I said starting at $6.99 and up, because I don't like the $5.49 pack, and I really don't care for the $2.99 pack, the $2.49, because they don't give you enough product. $6.99 and up gives you enough product for you to be able to share multiple. It gives you a bigger variety. And then the $12.99 is the creme de la creme, because you can customize that package. Make sure you run back to the person that invited you here, get their link, pick a pack, and let's get started now. Good night and God bless you all. We want to welcome you to the family. We're going to patch 1 million people.